Hello guys, I hope you're doing well. Today we talk about destruction of the system. Why is it that we have to deal with a lot of issues and things impacting our life? It's simple, but you've got to understand what's going on. The great reset is happening. They need to reset the system, and the best way to reset a system. So when we talk about system, we talk about everything that help operate life, society, right? Financial system, cultural system, social system, economic system, all those aspects. So for instance, school it's just no more than a system taking charge of the education system, right? So to reset a system, they need to reset the current system, which is not working anymore because it's a scam, it's built as a scam. Then they need to reset it. And that's the reason why to reset it, they basically destroyed the current system to justify the implementation of a new system. And that's the reason why you see a virus, right? It's a problem they introduced. So basically, they introduce problems to the point where those problems accumulate, jam the current system, and it is justified to bring another system in. So the new system is obviously ready. Most of the people do not know it, but social credit is already ready. It's just ready to be deployed. When I say it is ready, it means the largest enterprise, largest corporation on the market and institution have already done this change from a technical perspective, and it's simply ready to be deployed. Basically, if you work in an IT company, or if you do IT, information and technology, you understand how systems are being replaced, right? Migration from one system to another one. Here it's different, right? There's basically no migration. It's basically a reset. We bring a new system, a new version in. This new version is the version à la chinoise, a copy of the Chinese Communist Party system in China with social credit system and all the technology that gravitates around this. This is the reason why they've been pushing your government institution for digital so much over the past decade, right? Adopt digital, the digital is good, right? AI, everything. But again, never forget that technology is purely a tool. What matters is the intent behind technology, and the current intent is to control you. So if you want to control the people, you need people. If you want to control the people through technology, you need to, for that people adopt technology. And this is the reason why they push so much for digital, why they hype digital so much. And you believe into it, and you are happy to talk about it, to take course about it, to get educated about it. But you are actually pushing the system that they prepare for you, a system based on control, without even knowing it most of the time. So they actually bring multiple problems within the system, be it inflation through money emission, being mental health, physical health through vaccination, mental health through also all the mandates confuse you from a regulation perspective. They bring also a lot of confusion. So basically, they pile up problems that will jam the system. I always take this example. It's like a kid who wants a new computer, and to get this new computer, he will start downloading virus in his current computer, kicking the computer with his feet, and then telling the parents, it doesn't work, I need a new computer. They are doing exactly the same thing. The parents think that, the computer is not working anymore, and we need to buy a new computer, whereas the reality is that the kid has sabotaged the system. In real life, the wave is the kid, globalists are the kid, and you are the parents that are willing to go to a new system, bring a new system in that will satisfy the kid, so the globalists, basically, who will benefit from it, but you will not benefit from it. Surely, that will be a system of control for you. So you also need to. It's a complex change for globalists and the World Economic Forum to bring a Great Reset and a new system in. It's a complex change. So if you have a complex change, you need to basically leverage standardization. You need to remove the number of variables. So I did change management for 17 years, and change is something common for me, right? I know how to bring an organization from one state to another one. And so when the Great Reset happened, living in China also for some time, I understood right away what was the change dynamic, how they make it happen, what's the plan, and the whole dimension of a change. Basically, it's like, let's imagine if you were doing it in a waterfall manner. For those who are expert in project management, it's basically an extremely large program that has steps, dependency, milestone. The problem is that usually in organization you bring change when people are aware of the change you want to bring, right? You communicate change. Here, no, they don't inform you about the change. It's done in a very nasty, in a full way, right? You try to fool the people to go toward the new states without telling them what's the real intent behind what the new states, what the new context will look like, what are the terms and conditions. You will never see that. You will see that at the last minute, but that will be too late because the system will be in place. So either you adopt the system or not. It's basically for the World Economic Forum and globalists, it's an integration problem, basically. So you've got a new, it's like going to a company, you've got people are using a software, and then you want to get them to use this new software. So it's an integration problem. How can I integrate the people with the new software? How can I get them to give up the old software and adopt the new software? I can sabotage the old software. I can destroy the value of the old software. I can tell you that, for instance, this is what they do. I can tell you that the benefit of the old software is fading away, that the old software, it's actually not good. So they are doing exactly the same thing. If you realize right now with the current system, the current system is a system of consumption. It's not good for the environment. It creates impact on the ecosystem, and we have got to give up on this system. The key thing is that, well, I should not venture into that fully, but the very people who try to destroy the current system are the people who build this system and make money on it. So if this is not a scam, then what it is, right? So do not be surprised that the problems are piling up, and they give you they provide you reason for all those problems. For instance, they tell you that the inflation is related to the war between Ukraine and Russia. The real truth is that it is related to the money emission that they put in place to feed themselves. Basically, this money is not going toward people; it's going toward specific organization and specific people. And yeah, they leverage, just take advantage of the system. So be careful in the way you perceive things. You can challenge me. I don't ask you to agree with me. This is my perspective based on my analyzing of things. The quantity of problems being introduced in the system are made to destroy the current system because it needs to be replaced with a new system based on social credit. The reason why it needs to be replaced is that the people who have built the previous system as a scam are reaching the end of the scam. The scam is not running anymore because they have emitted so much money. They have inflated so much assets that it's not possible. You can't go forward. There's actually no more money. It's just an illusion, and the scam will basically fail on itself, collapse, and to avoid that, to control the collapse of this scam, what they do is that they remove money from the system, put in place a point system where the scale of success is no longer money, but then they have accumulated so much assets and so much wealth that this is not a problem. They will keep the ownership and the wealth, whereas most of the people will lose ownership and wealth. As Schwab is saying it clearly, you will own nothing and you will be happy. It's exactly this, the reason why. Don't think further. The ownership is kept in a relatively small number of people, whereas most of the people own nothing, and they tell you that you'll be happy. Yeah. You won't be happy because you'll be under a system of control, and at the same time they are running a stream of population reduction, meaning that potentially a significant number of the people will unfortunately die because they consider that there's too many people on Earth, right? As they show you in multiple Hollywood movies, you are the virus. Yeah, this is what they think. This is not what we think, unfortunately. We are not running things. So I hope this is useful. I hope it helps you to understand why you see around you so many problems. It could be a world completely different, and that's what we try to build on Peopleizer. Look at our fourth dimension, which is build people centricity. If you build around the people, you are unlikely to run into this problem because you prevent the system to have a relatively small number of people, groups of people, who accumulate a disproportionate leverage versus all of the people, and then basically run a scam on them, right? Which is exactly what's happening right now. Have a good day. Bye.